want to give all praises to the Most High, the great I am that I am, the precious Lamb of God who was slain for our sins, who is the anointed Savior, and the Holy Spirit. Shalom is the humble Hebrew. This video is about the likely election of Joe Biden as president. By the numbers. What numbers? Gematria. The coding of letters, numbers, of words done by the elite, the Illuminati, the Freemasons, the Jesuits, whatever you want to call them. Now, I ain't saying this is guaranteed, but the evidence compiled is quite compelling, and honestly, I'd be surprised if he wasn't selected as president. Okay, in this video, we're going to look at Joe Biden's name by the numbers, the death of his wife and daughter by the numbers. Will there possibly be a terrorist attack under the presidency of Joe Biden? As well as the 20-year presidential curse, where every 20 years a president has died in office. Okay, or there was an assassination attempt. And we're also going to look at Kamala Harris. Okay, to establish premise. Okay, Joe Biden elected as president, 113. And this would happen. When is election day? Election day is 11/3. And when we spell out election day, 113. This is all what? Politics 113, which is taking place during the coronavirus pandemic 113. Okay. Now, an interesting cipher I wanted to look at, which caught my attention, was the Jewish Cipher. And when we spell out President of the United States, Joe Biden 2021, bingo. Okay. Another one, you know, Jake's favorite thing, did president 407. Now, why does that matter? Because 47 is a very government number. In the rules of numerology, 0 doesn't count. So it's actually 47. Okay. Now let's go back to the regular base ciphers. Now keep in mind this, that in the U.S. Congress, there's a total of 470 seats. 435 House seats, 35 Senate are up for election on the November 3rd, 2020. Now, like I said, that's actually 47. Zeros don't count. So there's another 47. Why 47? Well, Trump is 47. He is currently what? President 47. Government 47. We keep getting molested by who? Our Uncle Sam 47. White House 47. Which is where? DC 47. Okay, Joe Biden is a what? Democrat 47. Republican better not be 47. Oh, Republican 47. So this should show you that gematria is beyond coincidence. Judge 47. What does a judge use? Gavel 47. Policeman 47. Who appear or try to be the authority 47, which you must obey 47. Now, Joe Biden was the 47th vice president. Okay, under Obama, he was the 47th vice president. And guess what? Mike Pence now is the 48th vice president. And if Kamala Harris, if Joe Biden gets elected as president, she'll be the 49th vice president, which we're going to get into Kamala Harris a little later. Now, Joe Biden was the 47th vice president. His wife and daughter died in a car accident in 1972. On December 18th, 1972, a few weeks after the election, Biden's wife, Neela, and their 1-year-old daughter, Naomi, were killed in an automobile accident while Christmas shopping. We know Christmas is satanic. That's another video. But keep in mind that from December 18th, 1972 to this year was 47 years, right? You got to give or take a couple months. So it's 47, right? And when his wife died, he was senator-elect 47. Now I'm going to spell this out. 58 is 47. Why 58? Because, well, Jill Biden is Joe Biden's current wife, and Jill Biden is 58. Why is Jill Biden his current wife? Because, well, remember, his first wife was in a fatal car accident, 58. And the number 58 is very Freemasonry, 58. Okay? In other words, secret society, 58. In other words, Big Brother, 58. Okay? Rosicrucian, 58. What does Rosicrucian mean? It means Rose Cross, 58. And keep in mind that the Rosicrucians are responsible for the Georgia Guidestones. If you don't know about the Georgia Guidestones, Google is your friend. And on the Georgia Guidestones, a major component which it says keep humanity under 500 million, that sounds like depopulation, 58. Now, if there is a terrorist attack, which they will do eventually, and this is Bible prophecy, because I do believe that it speaks about people's eyeballs melting away in their face and their tongue consuming. I believe that's Zechariah. Nuclear weapon. Nuclear weapon is 58. And also Melinda, as in Bill and Melinda Gates, 58. You know, the eugenicists who want to reduce the population. Your friend Bill Gates. And also, while we're on 58, Oakland is 58. Why Oakland? The Black Panthers started in Oakland. And Kamala Harris was born in Oakland. Okay? So, Joe Biden's first wife, who died in the car accident, was Neela. Let's see. Neela Biden. Okay, let's get it. Neela Biden. Okay. Neela Biden. Oh, and her middle name was Hunter. Okay. Neela, or that was her original name, one of those two, but Neela Hunter Biden, okay? 170. Okay, remember, she died what? December 18. Let's see if that equals 170 also. Uh-oh, equals 170. That was the day she died. That's a red flag. And if sacrifice equals 170, that's a huge, huge red flag. So, we got Neela Hunter Biden 170, December 18th, the day she died 170, sacrifice 170. By probably these guys, you know, Church of Satan. Yeah, well, I missed on that, but remember, Joe Biden was under Obama, and what was Obama's slogan? Thank you, Satan. Thank you, Satan 170. All right, got it. Because remember, yes, we can was his slogan, but when you reverse yes, you can, it sounds like thank you, Satan 170 also. Now, Joe Biden is a Catholic. Yes, he was raised Catholic. A good Catholic boy. Vatican City is 170. Vatican City, in other words, Roman Empire, 170. Right? These people are a part of what? Cult of Saturn. Hold on, let me see something real quick. The Church of Satan. Yeah, that's what I missed. Okay, the Church of Satan 170. All right, I forgot the Salakia. But back to Cult of Saturn 170. Rings of Saturn 170. Right? Another name for Saturn is what? Lord of the Rings 170. Now you know why they got the movie called Lord of the Rings. All right, so Joe Biden, right? 64 and 44. Election day is what? November 3rd. November 3 is 44. To determine who will be the POTUS is 44. What does POTUS stand for? President of the United States. Now, this is actually for the 46th POTUS. 46th POTUS, 44. Could it be POTUS Biden? 44. Now, kill is also 44 and 64. And you wouldn't believe who equals 64, right? There's no way it should equal Nelia Biden. Okay, spelled that wrong. No, it's not there. All right. Neila Biden. Oh, Slovakia. You know, I was a little discouraged there. Remember, her name was Neela Hunter. Neela Hunter, 64. Remember, I said there might be a possible terrorist attack under Joe Biden. Nuclear war, 64 and 44. Just like what? Joe Biden, remember? You know, we're headed towards a police state, 64, 44. You know, I believe these people are Luciferian, 64. Joe Biden is part of the Senate, or was, 64. Right? Roman Empire is also 64 because he is a Catholic. Whore of Babylon, 64. Right? The Antichrist, 64. Now, I'm not saying Joe Biden's the Antichrist because we know there are many Antichrists. And Antichrist isn't one man. Okay? Antichrist 64. Jay-Z's favorite line, do what thou wilt, 64. Okay? Now, Joe Biden's daughter who died, Naomi Christina Biden, is 187. 187, right? Like murder. And her name, I didn't have to delete that, but Naomi is 83. Naomi is a very beautiful name, by the way. But Naomi's 83. Why does that matter? Because murder is 83. Now, her name was Naomi Biden. Slovakia. Naomi Biden. 184. Okay. Election day. 184. So what's the odds that his daughter who died in a car crash while he was, you know, senator elect, was a 184, and election day is 184. Okay? Federal government 184. In other words, the Freemasons, Zionists, and Jesuits 184. Right? What's the Freemason symbol? Square compass 184. Right? The protocols of the learned elders of Zion, which is a highly, they try to say this book, The Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion, they try to say it's a hoax, but, a hoax of hate, sure. Basically, in this book, it's talking about how, the whole conspiracy of Jewish people and Zionists, how they control the world, blah, 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 right? Which we know is not a hoax. It's the truth. Truth with an F. But, yeah, since, Biden is linked to Obamacare is 184. Obamacare has the chip in it, which is the mark of the beast. That's a whole nother video. Obamacare 184. Now keep in mind this, because this whole gematria, these numbers, they're based on astrology, okay? Like, for instance, they love the number 93 because they say the sun is 93 million miles away. Or they'll say, the Earth's rotation is this. That's why, you get what I'm saying? That's what this whole number thing is coded by. Astrology and the wandering stars or the planets. Okay? And they love eclipses. They love full moons. They love all that good stuff. And in 2024 is the Great American Eclipse. Yeah, 184. And if Joe Biden is elected president, he will be president during this Great American Eclipse. Okay? Super blood moon, 184. Joe Biden is a good Catholic boy, like I said, 184. Now, this one I found interesting, 2001. 2001, why did I find that interesting? Because that's when the terrorist attack happened, 184. And that's why I have reason to believe that something like that will happen under Joe Biden. Because like I said, the year kicked off with the general of Iran getting killed, and then all of a sudden we didn't hear nothing else. Because the terrorists are scared of the coronavirus. But so 2001, 184. Trade Center, 184. And also under Joe Biden, I believe there will be a Wall Street crash, 184. This is the end. We're in the end days, 184, in the last Jubilee. Okay. Wormwood star, which will fall, which is Bible prophecy, which will turn 1/3 of the waters bitter, 184. Okay. Gone with the wind, 184. Now, what is gone with the wind? Gone with the Wind. I had to look this up too. It sounded so familiar, but Gone with the Wind was a film made during World War II. Okay, and it touches on, racial tension, just like this Biden presidency would, because we have white supremacists already coming out saying if Trump ain't elected president, there's gonna be some problems. Okay, they went even as far as say they're gonna start killing black people, which give or take, but they want this racial tension, and this would be perfect for them because with this racial tension, you already got the Black Lives Matter, this and that, dimma nuts and all this and that. But with a so-called black woman as vice president, if something were to happen to Joe Biden, then now you got another black president, first female black president, which we're going to get into. I'm 19 minutes in. Man, I didn't want this video to be an hour, but if I have to break it up into 2 parts, I will. But, yeah, what else happened during World War II? Which we know Walmart will be one of these. Concentration camp, 184. And where we go, one, we go all. Where we go all. That's what it is. 184. Now, what is that quote from, that phrase? Where we go all. Yeah, that's the motto of QAnon. Right? And QAnon's a trip. I know it's they claim to be far right conspiracy theory, and they're supposed to be pro Trump, and they think there's some big conspiracy. They admit that a lot of politicians are Satan worshippers and pedophiles, but they brought out the Pizzagate and this and that, but QAnon is controlled opposition for sure. Make no doubt about it. That's I ain't got time to prove that. President Joe Biden, 84. Okay, Joe Biden went to where? Syracuse University, 84. How old is Joe Biden? He is a 77-year-old. This is his year, 84. And now I know he's ran for president before. I believe several times, 3 times or so. But this is his year, in my opinion. 77-year-old. And November 3. The election is Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday, November 3, 84. Now, what's the significance of 84? Well, Masonry is 84. Okay, let's take it a step further. The Jesuit order, who runs things. Okay, the Jesuit order is 84. They're the might. It's like the CIA for who? The Catholic Church, the mother of all whores, 84. Okay. The United States of America. Oh, let me take out the. United States of America, 84. All right. Yeah, this is all coincidence. Bilderberg Group. Bilderbergs, 84. Red Shield, 84. Red Shield is in Rothschild. That's what Rothschild means. 84. Zionism, 84. The United State of Israel. The State of Israel. Yeah. Maybe take out the. Yeah, State of Israel. There we go. Wow, State of Israel is 2012, like the Jesuit order. I didn't know that. But State of Israel, 84. Okay. Now this caught my attention. Abraham Lincoln, 84. A president who died in office. Okay. Who fell under the curse of Tippecanoe. However you pronounce that. Right? Oh, another president that died in office. Warren G. Harding, 84. Let's see here. Yeah, Warren G. Harding. He also died in office. You see that? So, what's the odds that President Joe Biden's 84, and we already got a couple presidents who already fall under this curse of dying in office, 84. And one of the presidents who survived a assassination attempt, George Walker Bush, in the 2000s, right? 84. They say a grenade. I haven't got time to look at it and go through it, but they say he survived several assassination attempts. And keep in mind that Ronald Reagan also survived an assassination attempt, but I have some sources and brothers saying that they believe he did die in that gunshot wound and that he used a double, but that's neither here nor there. But the curse of Tippecanoe was still in effect. Okay. See assassination attempt in 1980, Ronald Reagan, and then another assassination attempt of George Walker Bush in 2000. Every 20 years. 1840, 1860, Abraham Lincoln, 1880, Garfield, 900, 1920, 1940, 1960, John F. Kennedy. And I like John F. Kennedy. One of his speeches where he was talking about, he's basically exposing secret societies. So, Ronald Reagan, 1980, assassination attempt. 2000, assassination attempt. So, they're still on schedule for Biden to either die in office or there's going to be an assassination attempt. So, they're still on schedule with that. 84, and this is all what? Ritualistic. 84. Done by who? The elite. 84. And the elite's into what? Child abuse. 84. Okay. So, let's keep it going. Joe Biden, 152. He's what? A Democratic candidate. Spelled that wrong. Good old spell check. Yeah. Democratic candidate, 152. So Joe Biden equals 152. Democratic candidate equals 52. What is he a Democratic candidate for? U.S. president. Right? Democratic candidate for U.S. president. Still 152. And check this one out. Check this out. Kamala Devil Harris. 152. Slacky, I meant Devi. Kamala Devi Harris. 152. And if something were to happen to Joe Biden, well, she would become the first black female president. 152. Bingo. Got him, coach. All right. The all-seeing eye. 152. This is done by what? The powers that be. You know, this word does throw me off. Salakia. Powers that be, 152. Okay. Remember, September 11th, 2001. 152. That's a terrorist attack. What happened? The Twin Towers. 152. Okay. And I wouldn't be surprised if this happens during civil unrest. 152. Okay. Possibly due to financial collapse. 152. Okay. Now, something interesting is that, remember, Trump calls him Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe, 112. Donald calls him Sleepy Joe. Donald, 112. He's the current president, Donald Trump, 112. Why on God's green earth is Kamala Harris 112? Just like Sleepy Joe, just like President Donald Trump. This is called a connection, you guys. Connection 112. Okay? Which leads me to believe that Biden and Harris will have victory 112 because it's rigged 112. Your vote don't count. Okay? They manipulate. And we learned that with the Florida vote back in 2000 with George Walker Bush. 112. Judaism, 112. Catholicism, 112. Could Joe Biden have a possible funeral? 112. Okay. And another president who died in office, Roosevelt, 112. So for some reason, we got all these different presidents lining up. Let's find him. Roosevelt died in office. Cerebral hemorrhage. You know, which these, like, it says he died of heart attack, cerebral hemorrhage, you know. They can say whatever they want. But you and I know what's going on. Okay. Now, this is called the Curse of Tippecanoe. Curse of Tippecanoe. We got to look at that, right? Curse of Tippecanoe. Let's put the with it. The Curse of Tippecanoe, 100. Remember. Well, here's another. So the Curse of Tippecanoe is 100. Here's another president who died. Fitz, because that's what the F means. Fitzgerald. John Fitzgerald Kennedy. He fell under the Curse of Tippecanoe. That's another 100 for you. And how do we link this to Joe Biden? I'm glad you asked. Remember his first wife? Neil Leah Hunter Biden, 100. So we have the link. Now keep in mind, Joe Biden's name is Joseph Biden Jr. Joseph Biden Jr., 216. We were just talking about his wife. She died in a what? Car accident, 216. Well, his full name is Joseph R. Well, his dad name, Slovakia. Joseph Biden's dad is Joseph R. Biden Sr., another 216. Our nation was founded on what date? 1776. 216. A big double 216 for you. Right? And we also know the Illuminati was founded in 1776. Okay? And we also know, since we're on 216, that 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. You could do your own math on that. Okay? New Age movement. That's where the world's headed. 216. And that's started by fallen angels. 216. Okay? And we already showed that Franklin Roosevelt, who also died in office, is 216. Now, let's find another president who died under the Curse of Tippecanoe. Let's see if we got one. Yeah, we got one right there. William Henry Harrison. Yeah, William Henry. Oh boy. Okay, William Henry Harrison. I dare you to try to say that fast. All right, William Henry Harrison, 116. What is Joe Biden's phrase, his favorite phrase? Come on, man. 116. He was born during World War II. 116. Can World War III happen during his presidency? Who knows? You tell me. The last terrorist attack was September 11, 239, right? September 11, 239, which was Al-Qaeda terrorist attack. I spelled Qaeda wrong. Yeah, bingo. Al-Qaeda terrorist attack, 239. I just showed you September 11, 239. We know this was a military operation. 239, I'll show you why in a second. Which is all leading to what? One, world government. That's why they want war with Iran, because Iran's one of the last few places that doesn't have an Illuminati-controlled bank. Okay? And plus, besides that, it's Bible prophecy that America is going to go to war with Iran. And that's a key moment in America's history, because we know that Russia and China and North Korea backs Iran, which they're all connected, doesn't matter. Joe Biden was the 47th vice president. Remember? 239, another 239 for you. If he's elected president, he'll be the 46th president, right? Another 239 for you. He comes as a wolf in sheep's clothing. You know, like he's all harmless. 239. Another 239 for you. Oh, what's interesting about 239 also, let me show you one thing. So, Biden's son, Bo, he died at age 46. Yeah, he died at age 46 from brain cancer. Okay, I ain't got time to show you. You can look this up. Joe Biden also, one of his sons that survived the car accident, because remember, his wife, his daughter, and 2 sons was in the car when it crashed. His wife died, his daughter died, his 2 sons survived. But one of his sons later died of brain cancer. Okay? You can look that up on your own, and he died at age 46. Now, we already showed that sacrifice is 46, but follow me here. We're still on 239 because he died of what? Brain cancer. Brain cancer 52. How does 52 link to 239? I'm glad you asked, because 239 is the 52nd prime number. Okay? I know if you're not, my grandfather was a mathematical genius, one of the first black engineers at Boeing. So it's easy for me to follow this, but, well, not easy, but I hope you guys are still with me. Now, Bo, B-A-U, Bo Biden, that was his son who died from brain cancer. 180. Remember the rules of numerology. Zeros don't count. So we can look at that as 18. What is Joe Biden's full name? We're still on the 1 and 8. Joseph Biden Jr. Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. is 108. Okay, 108. Now, Robinette is a very interesting middle name. 108. Like I already said, he was born during World War II. 108. All right. Now, since we're on 108, 147. Like what? Twin Tower. 147. You see how I'm linking the terrorist attack? 147, which the new tower they built, I believe, which is now called the Freedom Tower. They built that right where the Twin Towers fell. They call it the Freedom Tower. 147. The terrorist attacks of 2001 led to what? The Patriot Act, which kickstarted taking our rights away. They could lock you up for any reason if they just suspect you're a terrorist. 147. Under the Patriot Act. And we know this coronavirus pandemic took away all of our rights, because now, if they suspect you're a terrorist, they can lock you up. If they suspect that you have some phantom disease or phantom illness, they can lock you up. So, Patriot Act 147. Hey, if Joe Biden is the 46th president of the United States, I spelled 6th wrong. 46th president of the United States. That should be. That's what I hate with my notes. So we were on 147, the Twin Tower 147, Freedom Tower 147, Patriot Act 47, President of the United States 147. There we go. Okay. 147 is very American-y, okay, because 4th of July 147. Right? What was a big topic? National anthem 147. Okay, NFL players not wanting to stand, they want to kneel during the national anthem. 147. U.S. president 147. How many states? 50 states. 147. U.S. military. 147. The Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA. 147. Almost done here. So, there's a lot of things like on Twitter. You could look up these videos if you want. You got pictures of Pedo Joe fondling little girls, fondling women. I ain't got time to show you. If I had time to show you, I would go look up a video right now and show you, but I don't. You can do that on your time. Pedo Joe is a nickname. It's a tag, hashtag. You can go on Twitter right now, hashtag Pedo Joe. Pedo Joe 119. Presidential candidate. I don't care if I spelled that wrong. Biden. Because good old spell check. Presidential candidate Biden 119. The election day, November 3rd. You know, this is getting ridiculous, but it's all good. Let me see if maybe I did this wrong. Yeah, November 3rd. Golly, I gotta, man. So, November 3rd, 119. Let me go back here on my notes. November 3rd. So, 119 still. 119, like what? Government. Slovakia, it's 12:53 a.m. here in the Pacific Northwest. So we got, and guess what? Government isn't 119. Wow. Whatever, but yeah, whatever. Naomi Christina Biden. Remember, his daughter who died, Naomi Christina Biden, is 119. We already know the all-seeing eye is 119. Vatican 119. Check this one out. George Floyd 119. George Floyd. It's a trip, huh? You should check out my video on George Floyd. That was, well, let's get it. I can't breathe. Huh. Yeah, this is getting out of hand. But George Floyd 119. Ritual death 119. Done by the Fraternal Order of Police. Yeah, it's interesting because anybody who knows gematria and has been following gematria all year, usually when I mess up, when I miss on these things, I go back and I check it out and I realize what I missed. So I'm sure anybody who's followed knows where I'm missing, so it's not a big deal. But the George Floyd killing was a psychological operation. Well, yes, there's an S in there. That's weird. There's so many different ways to spell psychological operation. Can I get the real? Yeah, I'm going to have to wrap this one up. But, you know, hopefully what you saw was convincing. Oh, no, I can't wrap this up. Oh, my gosh. So much notes still. Let's check out this real quick. See if I can get through this. So, this picture right here, if you look at your screen, if you're not just listening, look at this picture right here. It looks sketchy. Now, I did some research on this. The Royal Ark hand sign also where it looks like this kind of, and the way she's pointing at him, it was called the I forgot what it was called, but this whole picture right here looks sketchy. You notice she's pointing at him, but he's not pointing back. He almost wants to point, but he's not. And she's the one who's lifting his hand up. Okay, it's just sketchy looking. Anyways, together we will beat Donald Trump. When we know that they're all in it together, you know, but hey, So, together we will beat Donald Trump. Yes, we got to unite against Donald Trump. 132. This is very anti-Trump. 132, right? United States of America. 132. Will Joe Biden face a Yeah, that's right. I gotta go into this because this is where Kamala Devil Harris comes in play. Assassination attempt. Could it be possible Joe Biden faces an assassination attempt? Who knows? 132. We will also guaranteed see a vaccine. 132. I'm not getting no vaccine. You better not get no vaccine. 132. Catholic Church. 132. In other words, Roman Catholic. 132. We already showed that Joe Biden's a Catholic. 132. You know, a huge pedophile, Walt Disney. 132. Yeah. Because in Walt Disney, you got 666 in it. Right? Let me just show you real quick. I know all of us have seen this. This has been going on for years, but I feel compelled to show this. Walt Disney, 666. As you can see, Walt Disney, 666. 666, also 132, like Walt Disney. Pizzagate, which is very pedophile, 132, you see? Right? Pizzagate. You know, that reminds me of the tweet that LeBron did. I think he deleted it later. He said he loves to go to pizza parties. I wonder what pizza parties he's talking about. Yeah. So, Curse of Tippecanoe. Let's go back to this. Almost done. Curse of Tippecanoe. Stomach growling. The Curse of Tippecanoe. 224. 224. 224. The Curse of Tippecanoe. 224. Which would lead to, if this takes place, first female president. First female president. 224. Just like the Curse of Tippecanoe. And if it takes place with Joe Biden, Kamala Harris will become the first female president. 224. And another interesting thing, when we look at the Jewish gematria to your far right, Corona is 224. Right? We can get rid of the Jewish. Now, where does this take place? The Oval Office. 224. Who runs all this? Who's pulling the strings? We keep, you see how the same people keep popping up? The Society of Jesus, your friends, the Jesuits. It doesn't matter if that's misspelled. 224. The Society of Jesus, 224. Bulgarian Freemasonry, 244. I don't feel like spelling it out. Okay? Let me see something real quick. Kamala Devi Harris. Okay. So the Curse of Tippecanoe is the 20-year presidential curse. That's what it is. It's every 20 years presidential curse. 105. 105. Joe Biden dies in office. 105. But you see how I typed this out in past tense? Because that's how the headlines is going to come out. You see? So Joe Biden dies in office. 105. Just like 20-year presidential curse. 105. He went to Syracuse University. Syracuse is 105. But back to the Curse of Tippecanoe. Let's see if I got it on. Yes. The Curse of Tippecanoe 224. Actually, Slovakia, let's not do that. 20-year presidential Curse 249. And his family died in what? Car accident. Wow, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, well. Whew, wow. Interesting. Very interesting. And you know, before I did this video, there was a lot of funny stuff going on, man. There was a lot of funny stuff going on. I didn't even want to do it. I really didn't. Because there was a lot of funny stuff going on. Anyways, the Curse of Tippecanoe, 191. 191. Almost done. President of the United States. I don't believe anybody will even be here this far anyways. You know Jake's attention span's so low. So, Curse of Tippecanoe, 191. President of the United States, Joe Biden, 191. Okay. Joe Biden, victim of the Curse of Tippecanoe, 191. Oh, hold up. Make sure this is spelled right. Yeah, Joe Biden, victim of the Curse of Tippecanoe. Yes, bingo, 191. And who's going to pop up again? Man, these people. Society of Jesus, 191. In other words, if he does, Curse of Tippecanoe is going to be what? Assassination. Yeah, 191. Now, I want to end this with a riddle. It's kind of a riddle. I'm glad I'm under an hour, though. Okay, so here's the riddle. So, Kamala Harris. Well, you know what? First of all, I want to bring out something real quick. Kamala meaning. I almost forgot this. Kamala itself is a name that means lotus or pale red in Sanskrit. Kamala is another name of well-known Hindu goddess who is probably better known as Lakshmi. Well, we got to look up that. Check this out. Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth, fortune, power, luxury, beauty, fertility, auspiciousness. She holds the promise of material fulfillment and contentment. She is described as restless, whimsical, yet maternal, with her arms raised to bless the grant. Blah, blah, blah. Another idol of the nations. So, we already established that. Devi, which is very close to devil. Devi, also known as Mahadevi, or great goddess, is an all-embracing mother goddess first worshipped in India in prehistoric times. So you see where I'm going with this? She was assimilated into the Hindu pantheon and so came to represent the female energy or Sakti power of her husband Shiva. We know Shiva's the destroyer. So husband, so basically wife to Shiva, who is the third god of the Hindu, consists of three gods who are responsible for creation, upkeep, and destruction of the world. The other two gods are Brahma and Vishnu. Brahma created the universe, while Vishnu is a preserver of it. So either way we look at this, you know, Kamala Harris has a very sketchy name. You know, and even you can YouTube it. Shiva is the week-long mourning period in Judaism for first-degree relatives. Yeah, this woman's name is sketchy. And when you look at her dad, and I ain't got time to go in it. That's a whole nother video. But so here's the riddle, right? So Mike Pence, let's just prove all thing. Mike, okay, 48th vice president is Mike Pence. So if Joe Biden is elected president, she'll become the 49th 49th, 149. She'll be the 49th what? Vice President. 149. And if Joe Biden's elected, he'll be the 46th president. But if he dies in office, okay, let's do this. 46th. So 49th, let's do this over. Slovakia. 49th, 149. 49th what? Vice President. That's what she'll be. 149. 47 is she'll become the 47, 149. In other words, 47th president. I didn't even need to. This is what happens when you're tired. 47th president. 149. Let me run that by you again. So 49th, 149. She'd become the 49th vice president, 149. And the 47, 149. In other words, the 47th president, 149. After the 46th, RIP. No. Nope. Yeah, I'm done. So we're on the 49. That is crazy. Is that in the Francis Bacon? No? In Jewish? That's what it is. I can't believe I didn't have that in my notes. So hold on. If that's in the Jewish, oh, I know. I know, watch. No? Alright, whatever. Well, like I said, RIP is 149 also in Jewish gematria. 38. I don't know what's what anymore. No? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Skull and Bones at least is 149. Revelation 149. Thank God some of these notes are right. Revelation is 149. What happens in the Revelation? 7 seals. Yes, 149. In other words, the end of the world. Yes, 149. Talking about the Antichrist, which isn't one man. 149. Okay. In other words, beast system. That's what the Antichrist is. 149. Microchip, who pushes the microchip, which is a whole nother video. 149. Which leads to destruction. Remember when they shall say peace, peace, then swift destruction. 149. And we already know that Kamala Harris' name links to the wife of the god of destruction, Shiva. Destruction 149, which will lead to the end of the world. End of the world, right? 149. And we know the world will never end. It's the end of whose world? Esau's world. I want to give all praises to the Most High, the great I am that I am.